How are atoms made into ions? And how can we easily determine how easy or difficult it is to make atoms into ions? We're also going to talk about the symbolism of ionization, and we're going to do so in a very short time. Ions. What is an ion? Well, it's an atom or molecule-sized particle that has a charge, negative or positive. Some examples of ions with just one atom. Na+, the sodium ion, Cl-, the chloride ion. Together they make sodium chloride. H+, the hydrogen ion, which is really only found in connection with water. Mg2+, the magnesium ion. How are positive ions, called cations, made? Well, remember how the atom is structured. The nucleus is positively charged. The electrons that are in the space outside the nucleus, the biggest space in the atom, are negatively charged. Now, all chemistry is electron chemistry. The nucleus just goes along for the ride. So when you take away a negative charge, what do you have left? You started off with a balance between, say, 7 positive charges and 7 negative charges. You took away a negative charge. If you lose the electron, a positive charge is left. And yes, I am positive about that. If you lose 2 electrons, a +2 charge is left. This is a short animation of what's happening. Notice we start with 11 electrons in the sodium atom. When an electron is stripped away, what charge is left behind? We have 11 positive charges and 10 negative charges in the ion. Therefore, a positive charge must be left behind. This is the way we symbolize the ionization of sodium. Na, the atom, as this is the change arrow. Na turns into Na+, the sodium ion, plus an electron. This is also called an oxidation, the losing of electrons. Now, we're tearing a plus charge here away from a negative charge that we're taking away. This requires work to be done. Work is a form of energy. We call that the ionization energy, the amount of energy necessary to tear the negative charge away from the atom is the ionization energy. As you might expect, of course, when an atom loses an electron, the ion is smaller than the atom was. You've got the same nucleus pulling on fewer electrons. We'll see later that this shrinkage actually exposes the next lowest electron shell in the new ion if you take away from sodium 1 electron. And we're also going to call that a valence electron being torn away. How are negative ions, these are called anions, made? Well, an atom has to gain an electron to become a negative ion. We symbolize this by showing the neutral chlorine atom adding an electron and becoming a negatively charged chlorine ion. In general, this process gives off energy, just like losing electrons takes energy. We can give off energy when this happens because we are adding the electron and the positive charge in the nucleus is attracting it in. Moreover, when we see this happening, we can be certain that the negative ion that is formed is larger than the atom that we started with. The reason being we have more electrons being attracted by the same number of protons in the nucleus. And so there's a little bit of expansion in the overall volume.